Good afternoon, everyone. Happy noon. Just wanted to welcome you to Plugged Into History. This is Explore More Thursday, and today we are exploring in some of the more natural habitat here at Middleton Place. So this is on the north end of the property, and it is a cypress swamp. And this is pretty untouched here at Middleton Place. This is very much what the natural landscape would have looked like early in the Carolina colony days. And I know that I promised you that we would talk to some individuals here today. And we certainly will. Glad y'all could join us. We're sorry we're starting a little bit late. We just wanted to bring you some of the sights and sounds of the north end of the property. I don't know if you heard the rustling just now. Rather not startle. Good afternoon, sir. How do you do?
How y'all doing?
Doing okay.
I was with Charles Middleton, and I was be one of the Negroes here on this here plantation. Now, see, I was done escaped from him. I was done run up off from him, as they done said that at the beginning of this war, any slave, any Negro that can get up off these plantations and join up with them British down there, they's gonna get these freedom at the end of the war. As soon as they said that, a whole mess of us was running up off these plantations, looking for them red coats, trying to get days freedom. Now, it wasn't so easy for me though. I remember I told my Paul about it. Paul told me, boy, you's a fool. You was a fool. You was think you was gonna get all the way from here, all the way down to there, and these white folk ain't gonna catch you running up off from here. And you think they just gonna give you your freedom? You's a fool, boy. You's a fool. You think they just gonna let you get up out here? Listen now. You need to stay right here. You just need to do whatever these old white folk here tell you to do, and you don't need to be getting caught up in all that fighting that there between white folk. You don't need to be getting caught up in that. I remember Mama started to cry them tears. She cried. Said her boy is trying to run up off and leave her. Why would Charles get up and run away from her after all she done did to keep him safe? She said, "Listen, boy, you need to listen to what your pap say. You don't need to be running up into that. You don't give them no reason to hurt you. You don't give them no right to hurt you, boy. We just done did everything we can do to keep you here living, and you just gonna run up off." But I say, I just don't care no more, Mama. I just don't care no more. I just be tired. I was tired of being a slave here, working with the rice. We done seen people die out here. We don't seen people get sick out here. We don't seen. We don't. Lord, we don't seen it all here. Terrible things. Terrible, terrible things. Why would I stay here when there ain't nothing for me here? When I ain't got no. I feel as though I feel like I ain't got no time left. So the first chance I get, even though my pa didn't like it, I was run up off from him, and I was finding them British down there in Charlestown, and I was glad I did it. But now we's done heard talk, say he's old General George Washington. He done say we's want all the property that the British done took returned back. When Washington say property, he be talking about us and everything else, but he be talking about the Negroes, of course. Now the British told Washington, no, we ain't gonna give you this property. We ain't gonna give you these here Negroes. We done took them, and we gonna promise them freedom. We gonna give them that freedom like we said we was. So they's put us on some ships, and they send us up. They gonna send us up someplace called Nova Scotia, and they says we's gonna live there for the rest of our lives is free men. Now, I don't know where that be, Nova Scotia, but I can't wait to get up there and be free. But before I do go up there, I come back here to see my mom and pop, and I just want to tell them before I go up there that boy Charles, he done made it, and I was a free man, and I was gonna be free. I was gonna be free. Now I wish they would. I wish they would come with me to freedom. But I knows they ain't gonna leave. They's too old to get up and go up anywhere. But I'm gonna go up there, and I'm glad I was glad that I did this. It wasn't easy, and I know all sorts of Negroes that tried running about and didn't make it. And they got captured. They got killed. Something happened to them. But I was blessed by God in this, and so as this is my story.
Thank you so much, Charles. Can I ask you a few questions?
All right.
It seems to you that the risk of running away and then the risk of coming back in order to say goodbye is a worthwhile risk to take. That's important to you, to be able to come back and say goodbye and then run again. Is that true?
Yes. As almost as done run through miles of woods, swamps. I done seen all kinds of gators and animals out there, hiding from patrolmen, the white folk looking for runaways.
Is it easier now because you know the way?
Well, I know the way. I knows how to get down there, but it still ain't. It ain't nothing promised.
Sure.
Ain't nothing promised. I just give up almost everything for this, and to be able to come back here without having uh, harm come to me. That's blessing. That's favor.
And so, to you, General George Washington and his army, they don't represent liberty or independence, do they?
I just don't know the meaning of either word. To be frank,
Freedom.
freedom. Yeah, yeah.
The ability to be your own man.
That's I can only imagine what that must be like. I've seen I've seen how uh I've heard of the Middletons. I hardly see them because they says that they travels and they goes to big school and all these different things. I just see the way white folk tend to act, and it's something to see that. I hear that they wake up in the morning and no one tell them what to do.
That's independence, sir.
Soon as we get up and our whole the whole day, the whole week, everything is we are told we are given what we supposed to do. We made to do what we supposed to do, and we don't ask. We ain't supposed to ask questions or go against any of it.
And so, the British Army has promised you?
They say they's gonna give us freedom. And they showed us papers and everything. I can't read though, so I don't know what they were showing me for. They read it to me and I ain't know again. I just ain't know the meaning of some of them words, but they says it means freedom and that they's gonna take us up out of here to somewhere far away from here, and we ain't gotta live here no more.
Are you the only one who has left a Middleton plantation?
No, there are others. There are others. I just don't know how many. I just don't know the number, but I knows there's stories that get passed around to others, and that's what made me want to do it. Cause if they could do it, why couldn't I do it? Or not even just this plantation, or even these the ones owned by the Middletons, the other plantation, all the other ones. They just all Negroes running from every plantation.
And you're going to Charlestown. That's where the British Army is?
That's where they stand now.
Well, thank you. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Is there anything else that you wanted to share?
Well, God save the king.
God save the king, indeed. Thank you. So everyone, we are here in the cypress swamp with our incredible interpreter, Jamal Hall. He is the blacksmith here at Middleton Place, and he portrays in first person a number of different individuals who lived here at Middleton Place. And Charles Middleton is an interpretation that he gives at Christmas time We talk about enslaved people self-emancipating all during the year. We chose this wilderness area because this is very much the kind of landscape that someone like Charles Middleton would have had to navigate in order to gain their freedom. Cypress swamps with alligators and water moccasins, mosquitoes, and the work of all sorts of different illnesses. The slave catchers that Jamal referenced as Charles, having to avoid those. And then of course being caught by other free whites who would be given a bounty to bring back escaped enslaved people. And so just further demonstration, folks, remember that sometimes independence, liberty, freedom wore a red coat. That the Patriot Army that fought for their own freedom didn't necessarily fight for that of others. We thank you all so much for joining us today. Please do let us know if you have any questions for Jamal or for this first-person persona of Charles Middleton. He is based on a real-life individual, and if you were able to catch my presentation last week about Lucy and John Banbury, they were enslaved people who escaped. They self-emancipated from Arthur Middleton. Their story is reflected here as well. If you didn't get a chance to catch that, you can scroll back down the page and check out that presentation. But please do let us know if you have any questions or comments. We'll be sure to forward them to Jamal. And thank you so much for supporting Plugged Into History. This digital programming we want to make free and accessible to everyone, and every time you engage with us, every time you join us, every time you comment or say hello or stick with us, you are helping to support this program, and we thank you so much. We hope you are staying safe. We hope you are staying healthy. If you are able at this time, you can go to middletonplace.org/donate. We have a matching grant going on right now up to $25,000. So if you are able to give a little bit, we would really appreciate that. But please know that you already give by joining us and by participating here. And we're so grateful to continue to get to do this programming for you. So everybody have a wonderful Tuesday. We hope that we've given you something to think about and to consider. And we hope to see you back here on Thursday at noon. We will have a presentation about the women who followed the armies, both armies, during the American Revolution and what independence might have meant to them. Thank you all so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.